Well, I'll tell another story if you're okay. I love
course, yeah.
stories. So, some people know about this. This one's near and dear to my heart. But so you're aware of the Millburn incident years ago
Yeah.
where, the officers got shot at up there in
Mm-hmm.
Millburn. Well, I was one of those officers. It was the second time that I've been involved in a shooting. Um, and what a difference it was. So like, I always, we have this code called a 1033,
Mm-hmm.
and 1033 means help me now. We need help now. Right. Um, when I was getting trained up in South Jordan, they basically told me, if you ever call 1033 and you're not shot, then you better shoot yourself, because the officers,
It's that important.
It's that important. And
that.
basically it was just a thing of make sure that you are not calling that code unless you really need it. And so I had heard it twice in my career. Both were shootings, and here I am calling it.
Dang.
And so it was kind of one of those nervous it was, I'll be honest, probably one of the worst days of my life. I was going through hell, right? And things don't end right there.
Mm-hmm.
We had a manhunt. We were trying to catch him. All the resources were coming up. I went through absolute hell for a long period of time. But the one thing that I can tell you, I don't remember who responded. I don't remember the officers. I mean, we had hundreds of them, right? Utah County came down, the SWAT team. We had people in the air. I mean, we had full-fledged state manhunt for these individuals, right? And through it all, I don't remember a whole lot. I remember some citizens coming up specifically.
Mm-hmm.
I remember our mayor. I remember at the time was Dave Taylor. He came up. I remember one of our council members, which is now our mayor, Brad Welch, came up.
Mm-hmm.
They brought me some pizza. They brought me some things to kind of help, right, on that kind of stuff and the support there. What I recall the most, leaving and being told, okay, go home. We got this. Go home. And feeling like totally empty, right?
Yeah.
Being in the military, you probably have experienced that. Totally emptiness on what do I do now?
Yeah.
And I drove into Fairview, and the first thing I saw was a flag. And the flag was put up in somebody's yard. And I drove down Main Street, and there was probably 20 flags lighting Main Street. They'd put those up for me, right? Or for the officers that were involved in that thing. They didn't know if an officer was shot. They didn't know what was going on, but they supported it, and they were all lighting Main Street. So like immediately I was like, I went from, yes, my patriotism came out, because I'm like, that is first support of me, right?
Yeah.
And then I drove up to the gas station, and there's a kid that lives in Fairview. His name is Peyton Cox, if you know Peyton. And Peyton came up to me, and he doesn't talk a lot, but Peyton came up to me, and he's like, first things out of his word, I got out of the truck, and he looked at me and said, "Hi, cop." And I was like, hey, now I'd gone through hell, but here's the kid that's smiling at me. He's waving at me, and I'm not going to lie, got in my car, and I lost it, right?
Yeah.
Because it was like just the support of that community. Now, interesting thing enough, I paid it forward. A couple years later, Peyton is the only badge number that's ever been retired by Fairview Police Department. He is 5Q99. I believe it's 99. I'm going to 95. I'm sorry. It's Lightning McQueen's number. Yes. So 5Q95, and he was presented with the badge and a couple of things for his actions that day for me. So
yeah, that's great.
It was fantastic. So tears me up every time I think about it.